Hello, my name is Senior Master Sergeant Tania McGuire. I am the First Sergeant for the 433rd Civil Engineering Squadron here at Lackland Air Force Base. And today I'm going to talk to you about my life story of resiliency. This story starts back all the way when I was 7 years old. When I was 7 years old, I was molested by some friends that were staying at our house. And being at that age, I had no idea if I had done something wrong, so I never said anything. And this had continued on for about a week. Moving forward to about age 11 years old, we had moved to a place and I had befriended a friend and I started staying at her house. Once again, I was woken up in the middle of the night being molested by, this time, her stepdad. He was not a nice person and I was afraid to say something. And unfortunately, this continued on for several years because we were really good friends until I decided to tell him stop. Moving forward again, a little further down the road, at the age of 16, I was date raped. I was made fun of because of this, because the stories were not shared truthfully. Because of that, I went home and grabbed a knife one day and put it to my wrist and said I was done with all of this. I couldn't handle it no more. That's when I had something come over me and tell me, don't do this, you're better than this. I put the knife down and I moved forward. Once again, I've never shared any of this to my family. Until about the age of 17, I shared this part with my family and they finally knew that history. And I started to share it and it helped me heal. Moving forward down the road, I was married to a person that I was mentally abused with for many, many years. And I, again, thought of my own personal happiness and it was important to me and I moved forward. Fast forwarding several more years, 11 years, I had been married to my husband. I was away at Senior NCO Academy and I went to visit some friends for a 3-day weekend. While I was there, I got the worst phone call you could ever receive. I got a phone call from my daughter saying that my husband was dead. What had happened that night will never, ever leave me. My son was 15 and a half years old and him and my son were sitting at the table cleaning guns, prepping for the next day. And at that time, unfortunately, my husband was intoxicated while he was doing this. My son went to the fridge to get a drink, came back and said, "Hey, I don't think you cleared that weapon." And being cocky and intoxicated, he said, "Yes, I did." And he held that gun to his head and he pulled the trigger. There was still a round in that gun. Worst thing as a parent and as a wife that I've ever had to go through in my life. I fight these demons of depression constantly for a very long time. And it wasn't until my Air Force family, my Marine Corps family, my family and friends surrounded me and helped me through this process. And I started sharing my story of resiliency because of this and realized that me sharing this story, even though I thought it was nothing important, it will help somebody. It has helped somebody. So I'm asking you, even though you think your story is nothing special, share it. It can help somebody in the future. Thank you.